Have you ever got into how serious Prince was as a drummer? Well, if you want to dive deep into just what a genius he was outside of writing some of the greatest songs that we've ever experienced in American music history, then follow this video. I'm about to take you on a little trip. Prince Rogers Nelson, a genius, born in Minneapolis, a most unusual place for someone of that musical magnitude to come from. But there it is. This man was more than just a songwriter. He was an awesome drummer that played some of the most slick grooves that my generation had the opportunity to dance to and groove to for years. So what I like to do is to go over how that influence of what he did on records like Controversy in 1999, how that still rings in my ear and in my head on how I approached this drum kit and why I picked these sounds. First of all, you can do things with these drums to get that tone that you hear on those two albums that I just mentioned without using drum triggers, without using a drum module, any of that stuff. You just have to have a little bit of an imagination. First, we always want to make sure that our kick drum is punchy. Prince always had a really deep punching kick drum that punched through the mix. So for me, I like to hear the snap. There's not a whole lot of overtones and ringing going on there. It's just a nice fat punch. And this is only a 16x16 kick drum by Sonor that I'm using. And it gives me exactly what I'm looking for with that. Then when we look at the snare, I detuned the snare. This is a 5-inch deep by 12 snare. I've detuned it and muffled it, and it sounds like electronic snare drum. Nice wet sound. And then we use our imagination with the cymbals. Use the rims of your drums to play certain patterns. Prince used very unusual sounds, rim clicking noise. Things like that. You could actually use that to create that Prince type vibe. So here, I'm going to demonstrate a groove from the 1999 record entitled Something in the Water You Drink. And it's actually one of my favorite songs by him. When I get into an artist, I always like the stuff that everybody else don't like. I end up liking songs on a record that's not the hit more than the hit. So I'm going to play a little bit of this beat to give you an example of how he fused that funk type of thing with a new wave vibe and how he just had the whole drum kit sounding. All right? Okay, here we go. Definitely a very unusual groove, and when you hear how he laid the keyboards and the synth patterns, it was really cool. I can't take up too much of your time because I don't want to bore you, but if you'd like to see and hear more about this type of thing, just let me know in the comments. And like always, hit that subscribe button and the like button. If you really dig what you just saw, I'm going to get back to playing some more type of Prince grooves. Here we go.